A seventh challenger has entered the fray. Jeff Chemerinsky is a former federal prosecutor who most recently led the LA's violent and organized crime unit. He's here with us tonight. Thanks for being here. Good to see you.
It's great to be here, Alex.
Congrats on the run.
Thank you so much.
Before we get into your story, your reaction to what Gascon did today, is that appropriate? Should he have done the death penalty? What did you think?
First, I want to start by offering my condolences to the deputy's family, to his fiance, and to his colleagues. This is truly a tragedy. It's outrageous, and this case needs to be taken very, very seriously. In terms of how the case plays out from here, we have to wait and see what facts develop. I understand that the defendant pled not guilty by insanity, and we have to just wait and see what else we learn along the way. But this is an incredibly serious case. It's a real tragedy for the community, and it needs to be taken very seriously.
Would you have the same policy when it comes to the death penalty?
I don't believe in the death penalty.
Okay. Let's talk about what you do believe in and talk about where you come from. For people that this may be an introduction to you, tell us a little bit about your story.
Great. I grew up here in Los Angeles. I moved back, and now I'm raising our 3 kids here along with my wife. I have been a federal prosecutor. I served as the chief of the Violent and Organized Crime Section for the United States Attorney's Office for the Central District of California. That's the largest judicial district in the country, covering over 19 million people, including Los Angeles County and 6 other counties. I oversaw all violent crime prosecutions for that office. I've worked on a number of really impactful violent crime cases. I convicted the overall head of all of MS-13, the notorious street gang in Los Angeles. I convicted the head of the East Coast Crips here in Los Angeles. I've worked on every type of violent crime cases over the years. And I'm running now to provide the people of Los Angeles new leadership and accountability for the District Attorney's Office.
And you say your record in court is undefeated.
I never lost a case, that's right.
That's pretty good. You're running as a Democrat, and you're sort of challenging George Gascon from the Democratic lane. Some of the other candidates, I think, are a little bit more conservative, Republicans or independents. What does that mean in terms of where has Gascon failed, in your view, as a Democrat, and how do you think you would be different policy-wise?
The reality right now is that the people of Los Angeles have lost confidence in the district attorney. They've lost confidence in him both to provide public safety and to provide criminal justice reform. And I want to provide a vision that offers the voters of Los Angeles County both of those, because I think they're both incredibly important. You need public safety. It's a #1 goal and mission of the district attorney to prosecute crimes and hold people accountable. But we also need criminal justice reform, because we've seen that mass incarceration simply does not work.
Is there a specific policy change you would offer versus what he's doing?
Absolutely. I think the district attorney's office can involve itself in everything criminal justice related for the entire county of Los Angeles. In particular, I think that the district attorneys failing to take gun crimes seriously and charge gun enhancements is not correct. And I would aggressively pursue gun crimes from day one.
For folks that hear your last name and they think, that sounds familiar, Erwin Chemerinsky is your dad, who runs the law school at UC Berkeley. He's been a frequent guest for us and for many other schools. He's now involved in this Mark Ridley Thomas case. How has he shaped your worldview?
I love my dad. My dad and I, though, are different people. I think my dad has instilled in me a really strong sense of ethics, a really strong sense of respect for the rule of law, really strong reverence for the Constitution and the laws of our country. My dad and I, though, are also different people. My dad is a defense attorney, and so he's not surprising he's representing Mark Ridley Thomas. I chose to become a prosecutor, and I really embrace the special role that a prosecutor has in our criminal justice system.
So if you had to real succinctly say the biggest difference between you and the other folks in the race, what would you say it is?
I'm an outsider. I'm a proven prosecutor and leader. I led the violent crime section for the United States Attorney's Office, and I'm running to provide that office, which I think has been mired in chaos and dysfunction, with a fresh start.
Jeff, thanks so much for coming in. Good luck out there on the campaign trail. We'll continue to follow this race very closely.